You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and we got to talk about Steve Tisch and the New York Football Giants. As things are coming out today that I'm going to be honest with you, I don't feel all that comfortable talking about. I'm a sports guy. I want to keep it sports, but I know how serious this is, and I feel like it's my job to report the information. I'm going to do the best that I can, so just stick with me on this. The Athletic putting out an article just moments ago saying, breaking news, convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein connected New York Giants chairman and co-owner Steve Tisch with multiple women, according to newly released emails. Tisch received scouting reports on women from Epstein, and the two men discussed whether women were pro or civilian, or a working girl. The emails sent in 2013 were among more than 3 million Epstein-related documents that the Department of Justice released Friday. There are also emails between Epstein and women who wrote about their encounters with Tisch. I will link that article in the comments so you can go and read it. But on today's show, I'm just going to present you the information. I'll read some quotes as well. And I want to make this abundantly clear. This is a very serious matter. And something that I just felt like I needed to share. I know this is a Giants channel, and we want to keep it to Giants football, but this is Giants football. And Steve Tisch has been an owner of this team for quite some time. Ralph Vacchiano, who covers the NFL at large and used to have a beat reporter job with the Giants, he is saying a bombshell report about Giants co-owner Steve Tisch from the Epstein files. One that both the franchise and the NFL are going to have to deal with immediately. I'll read a couple of things from the article so everyone can understand. The Athletic wrote this: Tisch did not immediately respond to multiple calls, a text message, and an email seeking comment. An estate manager at his home residence said he could not immediately reach Tisch at his office. A Giants spokesperson did not immediately comment when reached by phone. The Athletic left messages for multiple women referenced in these email exchanges. They did not immediately respond to interview requests. Steve Tisch, like we talked about off the top of the show, owns about 45% of the New York Football Giants, and his official title is New York Giants chairman and co-owner. We also know the New York Giants recently sold 10% of the organization to Julia Koch and her family. So there has been some things going on in ownership over the last 365 days. The Athletic also wrote this: that same month, Tisch emailed Epstein, apparently referencing a different woman they had discussed earlier. Quote, "Is my present in New York City?" Epstein replied, "Yes." Tisch followed up early the next morning, quote, "Can I get my surprise to take me to lunch tomorrow?" In another exchange, Epstein wrote to Tisch, quote, "Did you contact the great blank fake blank, name redacted? She's a character. Short term, has an older boyfriend, going to acting school, a 10 blank." You guys can, I'm sure, fill in the blanks. Tisch emailed back, "Thanks, Jeffrey. Curious to know about the person," their name is redacted, says, "I will contact blank, ... pro or civilian?" he asked. Epstein responded in part, quote, "Civilian, but Russian, and rarely tells the full truth, but fun." In a different email, Epstein followed up with Tisch after he'd connected with one of the women. Quote, "Report just in. You did very well. She wants to go to the play. She is a little freaked out by the age difference, but go slow. ... I will try to convince her not to return to Ukraine. Having her crying worked." Tisch responded, "Nice report. Funny comment on crying." And look, I'm sure we all have our own thoughts on what is going on right now. And I just want to be the guy that shares the news on this. I have my thoughts, I have my opinions. I don't think it's appropriate for me to share those today. I just want to get you guys the information in what is an extremely serious matter. The Athletic also added to the article there are also emails between Epstein and women in which they discuss meeting with Tisch. Some reference the possibility that Tisch could help them with their acting careers. Quote, gonna meet Steve Tisch next week for a dinner, the woman wrote. Quote, he said that he's gonna work on 3 movies starting in June. So I'll ask if I can read scripts and maybe audition for some point. And I want to continue to just say that this is a very serious matter, and it is now the biggest story in the National Football League at this time. Ryan Dunleavy tweeting out, who covers the Giants, Steve Tisch hasn't given a full-length Giants interview since 2020 and 2019 when Patriots owner Robert Kraft was facing solicitation of prostitution charge and apologized for his behavior. Tisch said this, quote, I think what Robert said yesterday very publicly, I think it came from his heart. I think he was really addressing his family, his team, his players, his friends, and Patriots fans. And I think in some ways 31 other team owners. It's probably very, very tough for him to make those statements. The Athletic also wrote, in September 2013, Tisch offered Epstein 2 tickets to his suite for the Giants game, and he invited him to other games as well. Epstein invited Tisch to visit him on his private island in the Caribbean. It is not clear from the emails if Tisch ever took Epstein up on those offers. Also adding, during one exchange in which they discussed a date Tisch had been on, Epstein wrote to Tisch, I am happy to have you as a new but ... shared interest friend. Yeah. So we got that going as well. And it doesn't look like we have really any more new information on that. So I think we have some more quotes to get to, or is that the last one from the article on today's show? Look, I don't really have much more to add to this subject. I will check my Twitter timeline and see if anything else has been said. But Jeffrey Epstein scouted women for New York Giants co-owner Steve Tisch. And there's emails as well. If we do get any more information on this, we will get you guys a video as soon as possible. So hit that subscribe button. And if you want to stay up to date on different social media platforms, you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram @MarshallGreen_.